Good morning, sir. This is the Group 19 of Info Assurance and Security. I'm the leader TKE and my group members are Lao Junhong, Tan Jing and Tong Yizhong. We have done a risk assessment of an IT-related company and the company that we've chosen is Infineon. Now I'll pass it to Tan Jing to explain why we choose this company.
Good morning, sir. I would like to continue about the introduction. Firstly, Infineon's Malacca branch is a key production site, contributing to the manufacturing of high-quality semiconductor products. Second, we analyzing the specific risks and challenges faced by the branch helps assess the feasibility of implementing effective information assurance and security measures in semiconductor manufacturing. Third, Infineon's leading position in the semiconductor industry makes it an ideal choice for studying information assurance and security. Information assurance and security are crucial for safeguarding sensitive data and maintaining trust with customers in the semiconductor manufacturing industry. Lastly, the study of Infineon's Malacca branch provides practical insights into implementing information assurance and security measures and offers familiarity with a prominent IT-related company information. Next, I'll come to the next number.
Okay, so this is the problem statement. So first, despite robust security measures, Infineon Malacca branch faces multiple vectors of attack, primarily due to human error and potential employee negligence or malicious intent. The second is cybersecurity training programs, while covering the basics, may be vulnerable to cheating or knowledge retention issues, leaving employees susceptible to common attacks like phishing or weak password breaches. So the third is the risk of information leakage is high within a large organization like Infineon's Malacca branch, where accidental disclosures through conversations or insecure cloud services can result in the spread of sensitive information. So the fourth is the use of personal devices and downloading files onto less secure devices at home introduce potential security vulnerabilities, even if with access locked behind a specific VPN. So the last is allowing employees to bring items like pen drives poses the risk of infected devices and the introduction of viruses to the system, requiring diligent checks to mitigate the threat. Negligence regarding public workstation can also be lead to unauthorized access and data breaches. So the next person, thanks.
Alright, from those problems stated above, we have identified 20 risks. 20 risks that can result from those problems. Now I'll categorize some of these risks according to problems we found. First, regarding the cybersecurity training programs, there is a chance that employees might forget about what they have been taught, or they might have cheated in the first place through the quiz, making so that they didn't learn anything. So some risks that could be related to that are unauthorized access granted by upper level employees to lower level employees, neglect of cybersecurity measures by high level employees, as well as something like password related vulnerabilities. Next, there's a risk of information leakage mentioned in number 3. Risks that are related to that could be things like overhearing sensitive data through smart assistants, discussing confidential matters in public, and insecure use of AI-based services. This is more towards, let's say, accidentally sharing information that shouldn't be shared. Next, to continue, is the use of personal devices and company provided devices that the employees are allowed to bring home. Things that could things that risks that this problem could lead to are compromised personal devices, as well as negligent handling of personal devices. Finally, employees are allowed to bring items like pen drive, and there are public workstations like Infineon that employees can work on. As such, something that could result from that are risks like G, leaving workstations logged in, as well as H, infected pen drives. Next, I'll leave it to Lao Chun-Hong to explain how we cut down these 20 risks into a 15 risk list, as well as the method we use to do so.
Okay, hello, I'm Lao Junhong, and now I'm going to present the top 15 risk list table. From the 20 risks identified just now, we have found out the top 15 risks based on their risk score and arranged in which is arranged in from higher score to the lower score. Uh, to calculate the risk score, we have utilized the qualitative approach, which is the risks were evaluated based on their likelihood, which is the possibility, and the impact, which is the potential damage of the risk. This qualitative risk assessment approach uh, provides an overall understanding of the risk faced by Infineon, allowing them to prioritize resources and implement appropriate measures to mitigate the identified risk effectively. Next, I will pass on to next person to present next slide.
Alright, so these are the top 15 risks we found. Now I'll explain briefly about the risks as well as the mitigation plan that we have conceived for each of them. First of all is compromised personal devices. Employees are allowed to bring their personal devices to the company and use them for work. In the off chance, if these devices are compromised, it's possible that this could lead to the database being breached through them. To mitigate this risk, we have conceived a plan including to enforce scanning personal devices with antivirus software by workers, as well as to monitor and analyze abnormal behavior done by the machines. Next, infected pen drives are also a very important risk. This is because the pen drives can be freely brought by employees onto the site, and a careless employee could use an infected pen drive on a company computer and lead to a virus spreading throughout the entire network. In order to stop this, we suggest a plan involving restricting unapproved pen drives, and employees must use antivirus software to check the pen drive before use. Next, for negligent handling of personal devices, it involves employees bringing personal devices to the company and leaving them locked on while they do other things. This could lead to someone installing malicious programs such as backdoors or keyloggers that could allow them access later. To stop this, we intend to suggest a plan involving conducting regular awareness sessions, scanning personal laptops, and if it does occur, we do something like disconnecting compromised devices and provide remediation steps. Finally, the fourth risk on this page is decreased security measures during remote work. After the pandemic, many employees are provided some capacity to work at home using their own devices. Since they are working from home, this could result in employees becoming more lax in fulfilling the security measures. To combat this, we intend to establish a plan involving establishing remote work security policies and providing employees secure tools, as well as addressing any security incidents and reinforcing measures. Next, I'll pass it to Lao Junhong to explain the next four risks.
Okay, now I'm going to present the fifth risk, which is insecure use of AI-based services. Recently, AI-based services like ChatGPT and OpenAI are on the rise. They have not been banned by the company and they are known to be insecure. As a result, improper use could result in confidential data being leaked online. So to mitigate this, we can evaluate and approve AI-based services, uh, develop usage guidelines and monitor compliance, investigate unauthorized use and apply disciplinary actions. Next is insecure communication through unauthorized messaging apps. While communicating through services like WhatsApp is officially not allowed, employees can still use it on their personal devices. As a result, they might accidentally share confidential information through it. Since it is possible for communication services like this to be hacked and data leaks to occur, this is a possible vector of attack. So to reduce this risk, we enforce approved communication channels and provide secure alternatives, monitor news for data breaches, and mandate self-reporting. Next is address unauthorized app usage through disciplinary measures. The following risk is password-related vulnerabilities. Passwords to company property are required to change quarterly. As a result, the number of passwords could lead to employees writing down passwords to remember them or using repetitive or compromised passwords. while biometrics such as facial recognition and fingerprints are used in the case of company devices, knowing the password could lead to identity theft. To mitigate this, provide lessons on complex password and implement MFA. Regularly assess password security and monitor for unauthorized activities. Reset password and provide additional training if compromised. Next is the information leakage through personal mobile phones. The ability of employees to bring their own mobile phones could result in information leaks. This is because employees are used to their convenience being able to take pictures or of documents and log onto social media at the tap of a button. This this could lead to pictures on sensitive information being stored onto the phone where they could be uploaded onto insecure cloud drives automatically. So to reduce this, uh, we can restrict personal phone use and provide secure alternatives, inform employees to check cloud services and implement network controls, and also address policy violation and provide reminders and trainings. Next, I will pass on to the next person to present.
Okay, now I would like to continue about the number 9 risk. It is unauthorized access granted by upper level employees. Different users have different levels of access to the database, but it is possible for someone on the upper level to give lower level employees access to their credentials in order to let lower level employees access data that should not be allowed to. To mitigate this, implement strict access control measures and multi-factor authentication that monitor access logs and detect unusual activities and can revoke access privilege, investigate, and take disciplinary action. The next one is insecurity of third-party devices. Company devices that are given out to employees are manufactured by third parties, like laptops are sourced from HP and phones from Apple. All devices handed out to employees in a particular batch are of the same model. We can establish stringent procurement process and apply updates, stay informed about vulnerabilities and assess security regularly, and develop relationships with vendors and have backup plans. Next, the risk is neglect of cybersecurity measures by high-level employees. Laptops are given to high-level employees very soon after employment as they need them to do their jobs. While they are briefed regarding cybersecurity measures that can be taken, it is possible that said briefings might not sink in immediately and that they could forget to take certain precautions. To prevent this, restrict access levels and conduct awareness campaigns, regularly assess adherence and encourage reporting, and investigate and provide additional training or disciplinary action. Last but not least, potential loss of backups due to extreme conditions is also a risk. Backups for the server are put in a server room and stored physically, so the chance is low. Extreme weather conditions or flooding could result in a loss of backups and make them uncoverable. To mitigate this, we can establish cloud backups and regularly test restore process, monitor extreme conditions and ensure secure offsite storage, and obtain backups from different sources if primary source is unavailable. I will pass it to Vincent.
Okay, so the next is inability to monitor company or provided devices at home. So as company laptops and phones are provided and brought home, the company cannot control what workers do with them. It's possible that they can save some sensitive files on their hard drive, then we will leaving the files vulnerable. So to mitigate this risk, should prohibit storing sensitive files on personal devices. Next is implement endpoint security solutions and investigate incidents. So the next is provide additional training and reminders on data protection. So the next is security risk posed by external contractors. the external contractors can have access to sensitive data, it is possible that the devices they use might be compromised or corporate espionage could occur where data is discreetly copied and sold. To mitigate, should maintain visibility and report suspicious activities. And next is implement through vendor selection process and define security requirements. And the last is establish communication channels, revoke access, and investigate breaches. So the last is discussing confidential matters in public. So when the employee could discuss private and confidential matters in public, company policy dictates that should discussions are to be done in a quiet room, but it's possible that due to scheduling conflicts or negligence, they are done outside, which could result in eavesdroppers learning of sensitive matters. So to mitigate should provide private meeting areas and raise awareness. And the next is encourage reporting and use surveillance system. Last is address incidents through reminders, training, and investigations. So, thank you.